guys, I would love to be here, but my son's school just called. He's gotten to a fight.
Oh
Oh no.
no. Oh no. We'll have you on again. Thank you for coming out.
Yeah, yeah.
Good
I gotta
luck.
go and do some. Yeah.
All
All
right.
right.
Good luck.
I love to do the next one though.
Yeah, let's talk.
Okay, no problem. See you guys later.
All right,
Bye.
bye,
All
Tanya.
right, bye bye.
Hey. Welcome to Tipsy Tuesday. How is everybody today? So
Awesome, awesome.
we had a little bit of a change, but we have some serious rock stars out with us talking Facebook Live today. I'm so excited. We have Marlon and Paul on today. They've been doing Facebook Lives for quite some time now. They're going to be sharing some of their tricks and tips. And Marlon's actually doing a webinar tonight that we will make sure to get the link out to you guys as well on that. So what is happening? Let's start with Paul. How are you?
I'm doing really well today. How about yourself?
Doing really good. It's Tuesday. I love Tuesdays.
Yeah,
Always,
Tuesdays are fun.
always staying tipsy on Tuesday, you know.
Awesome, awesome. No, life is good. Life is good. I've been, I'm excited to be here today. Thanks for letting me be here today and share some information. And I kind of switched my focus a lot to Facebook Lives because it's so easy. It's just simple. I can just pick up my phone and I can share whatever's on my mind and my heart. And it seems to be really powerful. And those people that are out there that are not utilizing Facebook Live for whatever reason it may be, most of the time it's fear, which is just, false evidence appearing real. Just really need to take that phone out and just share whatever's on your mind and your heart, because there's a lot of people out there that like to follow other people's journeys, not just about, we have a lot of marketing content to share. We have a lot of tips that we can share to help other people. But, there's a reason why the reality TV shows are so popular, because people like looking into other people's lives. And, I follow Gary Vaynerchuk, and he said one of the biggest trends that are going on right now is people want to see other people documenting their journey in business. So, and I've just been doing that for a long time, and I'll just tell a really quick story of how me talking about my journey on having a challenging day changed the direction of somebody's life. So I wear my emotions on my sleeve, and I share everything, not only the good days, but especially the challenging days, because I want other entrepreneurs to know that they're normal and they're okay to have those bad days and what to do about it. So I was having this challenging day and just sharing my emotions and of what was going on. And then I got on a rant about how I was tired of hearing people complain that they don't have the money to invest in tools and invest in themselves. And so I started ranting on, you know what, I bet you have stuff in your closet you could sell. I bet you have stuff in your garage you could sell. And this went on for like 30 minutes until I got that all out. So I had a friend of mine who called me a couple days later, and she goes, you know what? Because of that particular Facebook Live, I ended up going into my closet, and this was a lady who used to be a little bit overweight, and she got sick and dropped her weight, and she had just closets and closets of all this clothing. So she started a new business called my oversized closet, and she changed her whole business. Like, her entire family is now doing this whole business. She's going regionally, she's going nationally, she's talking to all these women about, feeling good about themselves, and get all that stuff out of your closet and sell that stuff out of your closet. And it's been making so much money because of the Facebook Live.
Wow.
So Facebook Live's powerful. It's not just about specific strategies and tips and tricks. It's also about sharing your journey, because it's really going to relate to a lot of people. And those people that are afraid to share their emotions, it's really going to help so many people. And I'm just so excited. I mean, I can't go a day without doing a Facebook Live. It's just awesome.
They are so awesome. It's amazing how many people they reach out to. And the craziest part about the lives is that you're reaching people that aren't actually communicating with you quite yet. And then when they do, it's like, wow, I can't believe I'm reaching those people that I didn't even know I was reaching. So
Yeah, Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. And when you think that, oh, I don't have a lot of people watching me, there's a lot of people watching more than you might think. If you're just looking, going, oh, there's only one person in here with me or two people in here with me, it doesn't matter because and the more you do it, the more people are going to share your content, and especially if you tell them to do that. But you could really change a lot of people's lives, the direction of a lot of people's lives, just by doing them. So it's powerful.
Absolutely. And Marlon, how are you? You've been doing Facebook Lives for quite some time now, huh?
Yeah, I've been on Facebook Live for, man, I don't even know how long, but I remember when you had to have like a certain special account to get Facebook Live. I saw a couple guys who were like really into music, and I was like, how are they doing that? And then I found Facebook Live because I had an Android. Then I was like, man, I went and bought an iPhone specifically so I can get on Facebook Live because Android was just somewhere chilling, and had it, and I went and got a phone so I can do Facebook Lives.
That's awesome.
So, but I just, I'm just, I'm the same. I use my Facebook Lives to just share things. I'm just like, Paul. I have 4 kids and they're always doing stuff crazy. I do a lot of my trainings on my dry erase board with them running around the house, and it just relates to a lot of people. I used to do a lot of videos in shirt and tie. I'm like, why? Because a lot of people you talk to are, they're just like you. They're, their parents, or, they just got home from work, or it may be a Saturday, they're relaxing. So I just decided to just kind of change that. But I do use a lot for business, sharing value. It's just like a regular post. I share my post to get engagement, and it works very well. And then I just learned about a new process called OBS. That it's a streaming service that allows you to stream whatever you want to from your computer onto Facebook Live. They kind of connect through a process, and you can. It's like you can do webinars. You can do live webinars on Facebook Live now, and it's a process I'm still learning. I'm getting good at, but Facebook, it has really, when it comes to this whole video piece, I think they hit it right on the head with this Facebook Live. I know Periscope was going strong there for a moment, but I think that Facebook has really putting it together. But I just use to share, and like Paul said, if you're, I coach a lot of people. I'm coaching people all the time, and one of the first things I make them do is do a Facebook Live. That's the first thing I make them do. I say, get in front of the camera and just talk. And I said, when you go live, let me know. That way I can get on there, watch it. I'll be, on there encouraging them and, hey, great job. Or, if they're talking about something, I'll ask a question about it. Hey, I want to know more, just so if somebody's watching, it helps get them engaged. But within the first day or two, I want to make sure they've done a Facebook Live. And I had a lady, she had never done a Facebook Live. She had never done a PowerPoint training. And she did her first Facebook Live. And she made her first PowerPoint training video talking about what she does. And I was like, it's amazing when you give somebody that encouragement and they go on and do it. And I had one guy who his first time, he was so nervous. He was on there like, I do it was hilarious. Of course, I didn't let him know that, but now you can't shut him up. He's doing interviews, and it's amazing once you get them over that fear. But if you've never done Facebook Live, just get on there and just start talking. You don't have to have great content. You don't have to be this great speaker. Have people, I don't have any content. Yes, you do. You've lived a life. That's your content. And if you're living and you've done something, just talk about almost, got into an accident today, and here's what happened. And then it leads to other things. And I just bought a new couch today, and people want to hear that story. And, the people we love, we wouldn't know who they were. I wouldn't know who Ray Higdon was if it wasn't for video. One of my favorite rappers is Jay-Z. We wouldn't know who Jay-Z was if he didn't have videos. We wouldn't know who anybody was without video. And this lets people know who you are. So whether it shows one person watching or 100 people watching. It doesn't matter. Get your message out there.
Yeah, something about that visual is just absolutely amazing. As far as business and everything goes, I mean, just having that connection with someone like that is, like you said, I mean, I meet people all the time, but the people who I meet on Facebook, you know, when I'm going through and I'm meeting people and stuff like that, the people who really stand out to me are the ones who have video on their page, and I watch it, because then something that, you know, they say something or their voice or whatever connects with me, and I know who they are, versus I could have held a conversation for 20 minutes with someone else through Messenger, and the next day I'm like, whoa, what was their name again? Where if I saw them on video, I know who they are, you know? It's absolutely crazy.
Yes, it is.
I think video, you know, also it's so powerful that it really helps people see that you're a real person. Like, you can't fake it on video. I mean, you just can't. I don't care how many times you do it over and over and over. You just can't fake it. It's real. This is real. This is raw. And so I think a lot of people also, so anyone who is watching this, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have perfect lighting. You don't have to, I mean, there are days that I don't even shave. I mean, I haven't shaved in a while, but I mean, I don't even clean it up because I want people to see that I'm real, you know. And like what Marlon was saying, like how he used to do the shirt and tie thing, you know, people just want to see you being real, not trying to fake being somebody else. So, you know, the more you can do video, the more you can share with what's on your heart, the more you can show up every day, the more you're going to connect with people. And then, you know, we all know, especially if you're doing this for business, that people do business with people that they know, like, and trust. What better way to get to know, like, and trust somebody through video and Facebook Live and be able to interact with people? So it's such a powerful, powerful platform. You know, when I chat with people and I coach with people, you know, I tell them, whatever your passion is, talk about that. And I make this joke all the time. I'm like, if you like farming worms, talk about worms, and talk about it like from your heart, from your passion, from like what like gets you jacked up about it. And people will feel that and see that. And your audience, you will attract the audience to you. Like, a lot of people don't understand that. They just think, oh, nobody's watching, nobody's out there. But when you do it enough times, your audience just finds you. It's a really interesting. I had a lady a couple days ago, a photographer friend of mine. I'm a photographer. That's one of my businesses that I have. She called me 2 days ago and she goes, okay, I'm ready. And I'm like, you're ready for what? She goes, I don't know, whatever it is you're doing, I want to do what you're doing. And I'm like, okay, I'm not really sure what you're talking about. She goes, I've been watching your Facebook Lives. I've been getting your emails every day. And you're just like, you keep sharing all this stuff. It looks like you're having so much fun, but I don't even know what you do. And I was like, that's awesome. That's exactly, it's like I attracted her because I was sharing what was on my heart, what was on my mind, sharing what was in my, you know, my passion. And she just wanted to be a part of what I was doing. So, you know, anyone who's out there that's watching, pick up your phone. Just start talking about what your passion is. Share it with the world, and you will attract people to you. Absolutely. You know, it may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but you will attract those people. And it's not a matter of how fast you want to do it, because it's not the quantity, it's the quality, right? So you could have a handful of quality people that could change your life and your family's life, where you could have hundreds of people that might not be like, oh, maybe I'll watch Paul's stuff today. I'd rather have those quality people like, oh my God, Paul just did something. I want to go watch that because I love his passion. So those of you out there that are holding back and not thinking you have anything to talk about, like Marlon said, you have a life. So you have something to talk about, and somebody is going to be interested in it.
Yep. And like, you know, one of the things I think that people struggle with too is that we, like Marlon was saying, how he, you know, he used to be in a tie and, you know, kind of putting on this act of who we think we should be in the future versus just being who we are. I think it was you, Paul, earlier that said that, you know, the story is the thing that sells, because, you know, you could be watching this today, you know, 2016, what is today's date? The December 6th, 2016. You could be watching this a year from now. Marlon, Paul, and I are going to be completely different people than we are today.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because we grow every single day. So as long as you're growing every day and you're sharing who you are today, those are the people you're going to attract. You know, and it took me a long time to realize that. You know, like the other day I think I was outside of like the dollar store getting ready to go in, and you know, I clip coupons, you know, and for me it was like, oh no, don't be the coupon clipper. And I'm like, you know what, I've always been that person. I probably always will be that person, even when I've got $1 million in the bank account, you know. And if I'm not, then that's okay, you know. But today, that's who I am, and that's what I'm going to talk about, you know.
Absolutely. So, and for those people who are looking for content, you know, if you want to, like, because I know there's some individuals who are watching like, okay, you know, sharing your passion, all that's great, but you know, how do I get to that business stuff? Here's what I do. And I teach people this all the time. All right. I case. All right. I know you heard me say this before. I case. CASE. All right. I copy and steal everything. Listen, there is nothing new under the sun. It's just that your network hasn't heard about it yet. Okay. Sammy has her network. Paul has his network. And I'm pretty sure a lot of our networks intertwine. But if we all got 500 people that follow us, maybe 10 to 20 intertwine because we're in the same groups. But I copy and steal everything. So if you want to have content, go watch someone, take some notes, and then talk about it. Or go read a book, find something interesting that's in your field, talk about it. Go get on a webinar. You like it, talk about it. I case everything. I watch everybody. I watch Samantha. I watch Paul. I watch Ray. I watch Ryan. I watch Steve. And I'll be like, I like that. Before you know it, I'm talking the same thing because our networks are different. So you don't have to come. It's content everywhere. It's people everywhere. As a matter of fact, the website that got finished building, I saw someone else's. I was like, I like that. I made it look exactly the same, but just with my information because we market two totally different things. But the look is what I was like, well, every time I see something great, I type case. That means copy and steal everything. I mean, nothing is Marlon heard. It's all just Marlon speaking in his voice or his actions or his personality. So if you're looking for something to talk about, and if you do, like coupon clipping, go find someone who's a great coupon clipper. Just type in coupon clipper in Google, find somebody's blog, read on it, practice it, use it, and then go on Facebook Live and start talking about it. I found this blog the other day, and she said the top 10 ways to find deals on Campbell's soup. I went and did it. So here's my results. And people gonna be like, wow, right? Because then they're gonna start following you because you shared the information with them. Doesn't matter where you got it from. It's just that it's coming from you because you were willing to what? Go find the information, go use the information, get results from the information, and put it together. See, the thing is that people don't want to spend time putting it together. So they're waiting for someone else to put together, which means they're waiting for you to put together. Like this webinar right here. Sammy got to put this together. She got to carve the time out. She got to come up with the Tipsy Tuesday. She got to keep everything going. Most people don't want to do that stuff. So they're waiting for you to put it together. Like, oh man, I bought this $10 coupon clipping video training. It's so great. Now they're buying it from you because you were willing to do all that stuff and put it together. So if you want to find content, it's out there everywhere. And case.
I want a t-shirt. I case everything. Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, that is awesome. I love that. And it's so true. It's the same thing as, a lot of my lives that I've done that I've gotten the most interaction on and the most stuff is when I I listen to Zig Ziglar in the morning, and he's an amazing storyteller. And I take that story and I do my own words on it. Of course I say it's Zig Ziglar and this is who I listened to this morning. And I tell the story. And it's gotten me better at telling stories and things like that. And it's absolutely so easy. There's so much content out there, and you don't have to be the pro when you push live. You don't have to have, made $1 million to push the live. You just have to say, I'm here, I'm doing it, and I'm ready. Who wants to come along?
Right. Absolutely.
And consistency is so key when it comes to the lives, because whether you know it or not, like I go live at 10 a.m. every single day, Monday through Friday, and you think you're like, I have a few people on there, nobody will really notice. Oh, people notice when you don't show up. There's people out there, even if they're not watching you live, they're still checking to see if you did your live. If you're standing true to your word is basically what they're looking for. Because just like Marlon said, know, like, and trust you. They have to know, like, and trust you. And if you're not being that person, then, then it's like, well, you weren't here for me, so why should I be here for you?
Yeah, if you're going to be using, especially if you're using it for business, and I like to chat with a lot of clients about this, is that you need to treat it like a business, just like a coffee shop. So I tell the story. If you have your favorite coffee shop that you go to, and you go there every single morning, and then you go there this morning and they have a sign on the door, and it's 6 a.m. or whatever, and they're like, oh, we're not opening till 8. You think, okay, that's kind of weird, whatever. And then you go back tomorrow and they have another sign on the door saying, oh, we're just going to be open for an hour today between 12 and 1. And then on the third day, they might just say, oh, we're closed because we want to be. You'd go somewhere else. So it's so important to be consistent in your Facebook Lives, in your content. Now, I know some people have a consistent time that they do it, and then there's some people that don't have a consistent time. And I don't think one way or the other is better than another. I just think that it's important that you do it consistently daily, so at least you are showing up every single day to share your content with people.
Yep. And consistency not only for the people who are watching you, but you'll start noticing the more consistent you are, the more you're doing it, the better you're getting, the more stuff you're sharing, the better content you're giving out. And all of a sudden you're like, whoa, is that me? like I had someone be like, well, how do, they wrote something and they were like, well, how do I learn to be such a great speaker like you? And I'm like, whoa, this is a girl who literally quit Morgan. I was a loan officer and I quit because I passed out in the bathroom. I was supposed to do a speech. I mean, they're not talking about me, are they?
Wow.
Wow, that's amazing.
So it's like, to go from, being so frightened of even being in front of one person to where I am now, it wasn't because I woke up and I took a magic pill or I read the perfect blog or I watched the perfect video. It was because I had to do it every single day. And it's still tough. I mean, there's still days where I'm like, oh God, I don't want to push it. I don't, because you have like a million things that you want to say and you're not sure how it's going to come across because it's live,
Yeah, that is very true. I don't know. I've been doing network marketing for, almost 15 years. So, just speaking in front of crowds is I've been doing a long time. But the first time it was crazy. So anytime you do something for the first time, it's not going to go well. And one thing I can tell you, this is just a little side thing for those of you who may be in like home-based business. It's a great way to recruit your warm market too, because they're going to see you out there talking about other things than just your business. Now, of course, when it comes to marketing online, this is a completely different training. You want to talk about your business less and more about the benefits of your business, but they're going to be able to see you live enjoying the fruits of your business, especially if you're, you know, something like health and wellness, and, you know, they see in, you know, November, you were looking a certain way, in February, looking a different way, you can just talk about it live. You know, it's a great way to get your warm market. Like, hey, I watched your video. You know, did you really lose 30 pounds? And how'd you do it? Well, I've been, you know, remember what I told you about in November? Well, I've been on that. And you know, or maybe you're in travel and they see you on Facebook Live at the beach, you know, more than once a year. And it's a great way to prospect and recruit for your business, because they get a chance to see you experiencing what you do live, and it's right there. You know, they can't say, hey, you know, this is recorded, because they could just jump on and see you live experiencing that. So I've had some coaching clients that I've worked with who recruited family members that told them they would never do network marketing if it was the last thing to do on earth, and now they're in the business because they get a chance to see them experiencing what they do. And I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be really honest. When I hear these stories, I'm like, really? And you know, I'm supposed to be the coach. Like, yeah, that's supposed to happen. I'm in the back of my mind. I'm like, dang, that really happened. And and I was like, man, maybe I need to get on live and you know, and talk about that stuff. But it's exciting to you know, to experience that. So, you know, just get on there and do it. Even if you just get on there and stare at the camera for like 5 minutes and just look. And I promise you, somebody's gonna jump on. I bet you'll see that number go to like 2 or 3. You'll just be staring at the camera, and someone will be like, well, what were you doing? Staring at somebody will ask you, what are you doing? And it'll just be a great way to either start talking or go or push in. But at least you jumped off.
Oh man, that just gave me a great idea.
I know, right?
Oh, how long could you go without saying anything? That would be
that'd be a great challenge. The Facebook Don't Talk Challenge, just like
Yeah. Have a stare contest with
Facebook Live. That would be so much. Hey, we should start that. It's really
I'm writing stuff down right now, because that is. Could you just imagine people would keep messaging and keep saying stuff like, "What are you doing?" and just the whole time.
And you just sit there, just.
Oh my God.
Oh gosh.
What are you doing on Facebook Live? Like.
Oh, that's hilarious. So now I have heard a rumor that you're going to be able to pool other people on Facebook Live. Have you guys heard any of this?
Yes, I have. I saw Kevin Hart do this. I was on his Facebook Live, and he pulled a person into the screen. I was like, yo, what is this? And I hit Kevin up. I was like, Kevin, how'd you do that? And of course, he didn't get back to me. But I saw that. I was on his Facebook Live. He was at the toy store with his kids. And he was like, let me see. Let's talk to such and such. And it was like a picture in picture. I was like, oh, man, it's game over. And but it's in work. So in the next maybe like 30 or 60 days, you're going to start seeing people can pull people who are on Facebook Live into the screen with them.
And I think it's just Apple right now. It's not for Android.
That's why I wouldn't got the I wasn't playing.
Do you have the masks? Have you gotten the masks, Marlon?
What's that?
Have you gotten the masks?
Oh yeah. I saw your thing on that. I was doing that with my kids.
Yeah.
I like the mustache one with the glasses. And I did a video. I was on your live, and then we were in the car, and I did a video of us doing the mask in the car. It was hilarious. So mine is the little blue mustache with the gold. I love that one.
Nice. Yeah, and that's the other benefit of these lives. So if you're watching this and you have not done a live, I'm telling you, the more lives you do, the more you are going to get to benefit, because there are people out there who don't have the option of the masks because they haven't done as many lives as we have or whatever. It's not something that they just are giving away to people, you know, like the pooling of, you know, other people and stuff. The people who are doing more of the lives are going to be the ones who see that first. And if you're the first one doing that, just like Marlon said, you know, Kevin was the first one he saw, and all of a sudden you're the first one they see doing that, and it's like boom. I mean, you make an imprint in that person's mind, and that is huge.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I was like, I now I'm noticing that those who are doing more and getting more engagement are the ones that Facebook Live, loves to put out there. Because I have Facebook Lives I did like, a month ago that are still getting engagement on Facebook. And so they really like that, people who use it getting engagement, and people who are on it a lot are the ones who are, like you said, getting that engagement for their videos and all that stuff. So it's cool to use. So even if you're watching this and you haven't, just get on and just do a Facebook Live every day. I don't care if you just get it, in your car. And I have like a magnet on the back of my phone. I stick it on this. I buy a lot of things to do Facebook Live. Like I bought this thing, it sticks on your window. It's like this long rod that comes like right in your face, and I'm sticking it right there so I can just get on and just talk. Sometimes sometimes I don't even know what I'm gonna talk about. I just get on and just think of stuff. And so yes, start doing them. Definitely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, we'll definitely have to have you come out and teach us more about the OBS.
Yeah, so I'm getting ready to get into more into this training, and maybe I'll come on here and do one and really kind of walk through the process and share the screen, the whole nine. But it's wicked, man. So you'll see it tonight 9:00. Let me see if I got so many windows open on here. I don't know if my computer's gonna be going slow, but I'm gonna see if I can get this link and post it inside of here so you all can say that you're coming to the event. Where is it? Here we go. Look at Ryan. Ryan's live right now.
Lunch money.
Lunch. I case lunch money.
I know.
I said, and Ryan, when I type case, Ryan just starts laughing, man. I was like, I'm casing that. Like, I don't care what you say.
That's hilarious.
I'm totally gonna be using
Now, I did ask because I bought his branding training. And I was like, listen, I just want to ask because I know you put this together, but I'm about to case this. He's like, man, go for it. I was like, I already started doing it anyway, but I just want to make sure it's all right.
Just in case you see it. I did ask permission.
Yeah, can I get permission to keep going?
Right.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. Now the OBS, just a quick question. That only is run through a fan page, correct?
No, before it was just a fan page. Now you can do it through any kind of page, your personal page, fan pages, groups. You can do it through everything right now. It's just that you're going to need another site because it's this thing called a streaming key. And it's this site that creates a streaming key specifically for Facebook. So you're going to need that site to create the streaming key, and you put the streaming key in the OBS, and whatever's on your computer will stream directly through Facebook. So you can do it through a page, through a group fan page, or your personal page. And I'm getting ready to go through this some more, before the kids get off the bus, and really kind of go through it to understand it and really start to teach on that or coach on that or what have you. Or I may just let Steve handle that because I think you can sell his training as well too, or something like that. But it's awesome. I'm telling you, you get OBS and start doing your Facebook Lives like that with the screen showing, sick. People be like, man, how'd you do that? I had some people like, oh man, that was crazy. And so you can now do live webinars through Facebook Live with the OBS system.
Yeah, I'll be casing that.
Yeah.
There's no question about it.
All day, copy and steal everything. So I saw this Mercedes Benz that I wanted to. I'm just joking.
Well, I appreciate you guys coming out here. You are always welcome to come out. Whenever you have something you want to share, please come out and hang out with me. As far as your webinar tonight, can you let everybody know how to get a hold of that? And then I'll get the link inside of this YouTube. So if you're watching this as a replay, click the link below and you can register for his webinar tonight as well.
Yeah, so it's going to be, it's just an event because I'm going to share the Facebook Live link inside the event so that everybody can be on the live. So it's going to be on Facebook Live. So you just register for the event. And if you're inside the event, you're going to get the link to the Facebook Live because I'm going to be doing it from my computer. Then I'm going to be on my phone sharing it in the event.
Nice.
Awesome.
Cool.
Awesome.
Well, thanks, Sam. Appreciate it.
Well, absolutely. Thank you guys so much, and have a wonderful Tuesday.
All
You
right,
too.
you too.
Bye.
Take care.